think this game showed your team's identity?
I think it showed a little bit of our identity. We were tough, we were strong, and we kept fighting when we were down.
Talk about the effort from a couple of players on your team, including Faith with that big block, and then a couple of turnovers on the inbounds for Gonzaga. I mean, just what does it say about your team that you guys never gave up on the play?
It shows that we have a lot of grit. We're not afraid of anything, no matter how many points we're down, or no matter what the scoreboard is. We're going to try hard each possession.
You guys had two three-pointers in the first half, but went 6 for 7 in the second. What changed in terms of your guys getting better looks in the second half, or just them falling down in the second half?
We just kept moving the ball. When people didn't make the first shot, they knew to keep shooting because that's the work that they put in. So once you miss the first one, just keep shooting. The next one's going to go in.
How did you feel late in the shot clock? Because it seemed like in the first half, maybe the first 2 times you got late in the shot clock, it was a bit frustrating, but then as you got on, it seemed like you were more comfortable. So how are you feeling in those situations?
Like you said, at first it was a little hard to get adjusted to, but once the pace of the game started going on, I just got adjusted to the pace and just kept playing.
And the way you guys performed from 3 in the second half, just bouncing off one of the previous questions, how do you think you could replicate that earlier to allow you guys to have more success throughout the entire game?
Just keep moving, keep sharing the ball, give good looks to our shooters, hit them right in the pocket so they can knock down the shot.
I know three-point shooting was a big focus for you guys, but the way Miriam's playing down low, it seems like the way she's playing could open up things for you guys. Is that something you think could be an emphasis for you guys going forward?
For sure. All of our bigs are very tough and strong. They can score around the basket, and some of them can score outside the paint. So we just got to keep giving them looks.
Shout out to the 6-man showing up tonight on a snowy, wintry November day. I thought they brought us a tremendous amount of energy, so thank you so much. Hope to see you back on Sunday. Showed a lot of fight tonight. That's one that we really want to put away in front of our home crowd moving forward as we learn from some of the defensive mistakes. But I thought the tale of 2 halves was, they got to the line the second half and we didn't. And so we've got to be a little bit more confrontational down low, play off 2 feet instead of 1, and make sure that we're getting to the free throw line, getting some opportunities there.
Same question I asked Kendall earlier, but through 2 games, you feel like you found an identity with this team?
I think we're starting to. I think we have an incredibly talented group of young women who are just learning to communicate with one another and play together, especially on the defensive end. And then that will result in a little bit less pressure on us on the offensive end. But, yeah, it's the Toledo identity, right? It's the Toledo way. It's that blue-collar gold standard. We'll keep fighting. And I thought our defense showed out for us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, pretty complete opposite kind of game from game 1 to game 2. I mean, this was all defense, forcing turnovers, which you guys were able to do. I mean, just what can you say about just the turnaround between game 1 and game 2 and the growth you've seen from your team so far?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it speaks to their competitiveness. Sometimes when you're playing hard and you want it really bad, you get on an island, get a little bit isolated, and so we watched it. They were very, very, very loud and clear with one another. We got to be better here. We got to be better here. And so moving into that player-led space, which I think is really, really important for us. But we were not pleased, top to bottom, me all the way down to probably even our manager with our defensive effort down in Troy. So a lot of things to fix, and still there's moments to get better. We let their shooters get loose for a couple threes in the second half that really hurt us. And then again, we got to eliminate those fouls.
And then just talk about, pretty late at the end there with Kendall obviously making that late shot to tie it, Faith and Evelise making big 3-pointers late. Just what can you say about their confidence and ability to make those shots in those big moments, especially some of their first games at Savage?
Yeah, well, I mean, they got to play a lot last year with those veterans and got to learn, what it means to kind of wear that jersey and represent Savage and hold down the home court. But they know how much confidence that I have in them, and they know how much confidence their teammates have in them. And so I think that allows you to go out there and play free and take big shots and make big shots, knowing that your teammates are going to give you the rebound if we miss.
How do you feel like the team performed in transition? Because in the first half, the defense was suffocating. You guys like to play quick and fast. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like that worked out after you got those turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you're in the worst position to play defense when you're on offense, right? So when we give them ball up and then they're going. But, we were able to get our press on them a few times, slow them down, get a couple turnovers. But, our transition defense was okay. We had a miscommunication there. Pat and Faith took the same guy, and they sent it for a 3. So those moments, we'll grow, we'll learn. But in a close ball game like this, those ones really, really hurt.
Just late in the shot clock, those types of situations, what did you see there? Of course, it got better as the game went on, but how can we prevent the mistakes earlier?
Sure. Yeah, I think knowing personnel, and then again, really trusting your teammates to do their job and doing your own. And that just comes with them playing together and we'll come together through adversity, no question. This team loves each other off the floor. Their chemistry is incredible. One of the closest teams I've ever coached, legitimately. I know coaches say that. It's like true statement. These guys truly love each other. And so the conversations they were having, before tonight and then during the game, it lets me know that we're on the right path.
And final one for me, Miriam. I know your focus coming in was maybe three-point shooting. That's how you built the roster. But for her to have such a large paint presence, how much are you expecting her to take the lead in the following games to allow you guys to open things up on the court? Yeah,
Miriam and Evan and Lizzie as well. It's a really, really good three down there. Again, they're all new to Toledo and young, but Miriam's got that international experience, so I knew she'd be ready to go. I went over to Portugal and saw her play this summer. She lined up against a 6'6" kid, and she did the jump ball, and then she went right at her and scored 7 straight points. It just speaks to who she is and her toughness. That's why we had to get her to Toledo. And she's a great passer as well, so she's more than just a scorer, but she makes big-time plays in big moments for us, and I know everybody out there loves playing with her.
You let her handle, sorry, I said it was the last one, but you let her handle the ball a little bit on
Sure.
Sure. Can we expect her maybe to have a role maybe at the top of the key, ball handling, and allow her to kind of create offense for others?
Yeah, there'll be more stuff in our roll rise. They were icing it. We couldn't get to that tonight. They were keeping us on the side. And so that's stuff that's in our package that you'll see, hopefully. It's just all predicated on what the defense allows us to do.